Hey, what up guys? And in this one, there's a lot of things going on here. So firstly, played from the blue tees, which were 6,900 yards, which is the longest I've ever played on and recorded on my channel. Secondly, I was working on my distance control with my 2-ball putter, so I was actually putting with my eyes closed. Mixed results on that. And then lastly, we went off to play after a tournament had ended. So we only had so much time before the sun went down. We ended up finishing 3.5 hours, but felt like the game was kind of rushed. And also, lastly, this is the worst that I've ever shot on my channel before and that I've recorded and posted. But I just wanted to show you where my game is at and be transparent of where things are. But yeah, let's head out to the course and see how things went.
Alright, 6,900 yards from the blue tees today. Let's go. I ended up pulling this just a little bit to the left with a little bit of draw, but there's no issue out there, so should be fine. Next shot ended up flaring out to the right and going to the sand trap. Check out this lie. Not good. Just praying to get it onto the green. I dug in real deep here actually, and by some miracle I was able to get it onto the putting surface, so I'm extremely happy with that. Putting with my eyes closed, reminder, and not bad. Pretty nerve-wracking to putt with your eyes closed though, must say. So start off with the bogey. Next up, check out the disparity between the blue and the white tees. Pretty insane. Crushed the drive though, so pretty happy. Next up, I tried to keep this ball under the wind. Actually a shot I don't really have in the bag, and ended up pulling it to the left. Then starts a series of events where I ping pong back and forth onto the green. Not good. I just couldn't get onto the putting surface. Ended up chipping it somewhat close here to one putt to save a double bogey. Alright. 3 over through 2, not looking good. This next shot was really good. Drove it really well on this par 5, 480 yards, so pretty gettable. But I tried to do the quote-unquote scoring play and call myself a coward here.
I'm a coward.
So I'm laying up, thinking I'm doing okay, I gotta get it close, and I end up chunking it. So after all that, end up chunking it, not even a green in regulation from less than 100 yards out. Such a bummer. Chipped it onto the green, had a pretty severe downhill lie, eyes closed, and left it short, so great. After all that, I got a bogey after a fantastic drive. Next up, big disparity between the blue and the white tees again. I ended up getting through that gap in the tree, and the whole slopes left to right, so I ended up being pretty good positioning. Again, trying to hit this low, punch shot under the wind, and ended up just chunking it, not good. Then I just need to get onto the green, trying to learn from my past mistakes, but end up into the sand trap. And sometimes life is just tough on you. Eyes closed again, and this time, not terrible, not terrible. So, getting really good, I guess, distance control with my putter. Feeling good with the putter at least. Next up, hit a really good drive up to the right side and draw it back a little bit. Ends up getting a pretty good kick forward, so I end up hitting it pretty decent. Short irons into greens are killing me, and it's something I really need to work on. I hit it over into the left. Hard to keep this one onto the green because it severely slopes down. Just trying to keep it on, and I can't get it to stay on the putting surface. Eyes closed again. And not even close this time. So as you can see, at least I 2-putted, but eyes closed is hurting me more than it's helping me. Next one, I pop it up. Don't hit a really great drive here, but it's a par 5. So now that I see this, I'm thinking just get it down there, get onto the green, and I hit a green in regulation. It's like, man, what a great feeling. Far away, eyes closed, again, putting, just hoping it stays, but it rolled out severely past the hole, so not great. On the returner, eyes closed again. Yeah. Safe to say that I won't be putting with my eyes closed anymore. Next up, hitting a hybrid into the par 3. Look at the disparity again between the white and the blue tees. Flared it out to the right, unfortunately, and hit it in the water. Just want to get on the putting surface here, so I chip it up. Unfortunately, as you can see, didn't get on the putting surface.
This is terrible.
Ended up short. So eyes closed again. Just whacked it up there. Hopefully to get close enough, and not terrible. Still keeping the eyes closed. Still trying to see what I can do with that double bogey. Next hole is a severely dogleg left shaped hole. I end up doing a little draw even though my foot gets kicked out. But I still have a long way to go. Took like a full iron here. If it wasn't for a tree, I probably would have been on, but that's golf, and screw that saying trees are 99% air. Alright, chip it on. Just trying to get on the putting surface again. Thought I did okay. Wasn't using the best ball for spin, but I'm on the putting surface. Eyes closed again. And really, I don't know what to say about that. And you hate to see it. So, 3-putt, double bogey. Next up is a par 3. Ended up chunking it short. And as you see, there's some disparity between the white and blues again. Do a little chip here. Chunked it. And it doesn't roll up to the green. So, short game, guys. Big part of the reason why I shot so poorly today. Just whacked it down there. Hit in the hole. Eyes closed again.
Struggling just to get bogeys, man.
Alright, starting the back 9, 13 over. Hit a really good drive up the left side. Just praying that I have enough clearance to get to the green. And I'm kind of behind a tree, so I try to play it low. Don't have that punch shot really. Ended up drawing it and hitting it left. This next one I hit a root. And it kicks dead left, so just my luck continuing for the day.
Root, yo.
Then trying to chip it on. Short game is not fully there. But hey, trim my best here with what I got. Eyes closed, no dice. So, yep, once again, not going to put my eyes closed anymore, but it was a nice experiment. Next up, probably the best shot I hit all day. It's a par 3, pretty long par 3. I get it on in regulation, and I'm just thinking, oh, I'm so happy. I am just so happy. Weak attempt at birdie, but at this point, I think this is maybe the first par on the card, and it blows my mind. Next up is a dogleg left par 5, but there's a lot of area on the right to kind of bail out. So I got bailed out here, even though I mishit it. This one I skied my 5-wood, not great. Then I tried to play that low, under the wind type of iron, and ended up pulling it and hooking it into the woods. So I took a drop, hit it up there, try to get it close. And then here's my putt.
Get in there.
And a little better, but still. Can't complain. Double bogey with a hazard. Next up, just a nice little drive here. I think it's probably one of my better drives of the day. And once again, you're going to see a familiar theme where I have a short iron into the green. And I don't really follow up with a great shot. So I'm off the green. Putting because I don't have any faith in my wedges from that day, and I blasted right by. Left it short, so great. Continuing with the putting woes, pretty much everything woes, but having a good time, trying to get through the ground, staying positive. This next one, unfortunately, it's a huge par 5. Hit it pretty good, but it's up the left side behind a tree. Try to just hit it to somewhere where I can get my third shot in the green, but I hit a tree, and I got a long way into the green, probably over 230 yards. So I hit a 3-wood, ended up pulling it to the left, and, trying to just get my 4th shot onto the green. So I hit 3 decent shots, but still pretty short. Get on in 4. Eyes closed. And not terrible. So, bogey on this hole, 623-yard par 5. Can't complain. So I flared it out a little bit to the right. So not a terrible drive. Didn't hit too solid. Next shot, ball above my feet, so I ended up going a little bit to the left, but not bad considering I'm just off the green. Wedges actually came into play here, and I actually hit a good wedge, finally. So pretty much a tap-in par, and I think I'm just elated that I'm getting a par on the card. Next up is a par 3, and I just chunked the crap out of it. It's getting pretty tired because I was walking this course and it's pretty long to walk. Yeah, as you can see, wedge into the green, chunked it short. Putting with my eyes closed and, you know, not helping my cause here. I'm probably, you know, worst time to probably put a handicap on my putting. Leave that one short. So, not a great score. Another double bogey. And it's getting brutal out there. Next hole, 394-yard par 4. Actually hit this really good. And as you can guess, the iron into the green definitely did not help my cause here.
You gotta sit,
just off the green, just needed to time my brother and my dad here to get a par. The wedge came through.
Oh!
I thought it was going to go in, not going to lie.
I'm picking that up, that's
so
good.
ended up getting the par.
Literally the hardest tee shot of my life right here. Like I got trees here and here, and I gotta go through there. This is...
So once again, the disparity between the blues and the whites pretty severe. Went up going on the left side and hitting a tree, and I'm about like 230 yards out. So end up crushing this wood and getting onto the green. It drew right into it. Felt so good. And putting for it, thought it was a little more downhill than it was, and leave it super short. Pretty disappointing putt. Should have just gone for it. One more putt. And golf be like that sometimes. But thanks for sticking around. Super appreciate it. I hope you guys like these voiceovers.
All right, as you can see, man, 6,900 yards hits different. There's a par 5 that was 620 yards or something like that, and I hit a pretty good drive, but I was behind a tree, so I had to like punch through, and there's no way I could get onto the green in 3, like not even close, so I had to chip on or whatever. So yeah, 6,900 yards, man, hits different. Secondly, was getting better feel with my 2-ball putter. As you can see, I did blow some by because, you know, putting with your eyes closed, sometimes you really depend on your eyes to do distance control. So I'm trying to get away from that, but I think I'll be putting obviously with my eyes open going forward. And lastly, you know, didn't shoot all that great, but hey, I'm trying to work on my game. And, you know, doing these videos, it really shows you where I can improve, or shows me where I can improve. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that one, and I'll see you in the next one.